hop on some music.
We are ready.
I think we are.
Yeah. By the way, I got an episode.
And I think the song's title is very fitting. Who I was is not who I'll become.
Nice.
Now, last we left off in Ashes of Ashardalon, the party had traveled to Barovia to get the snowdrop flower, a rare three-petaled flower that's the only thing that could cure Darovnia. You traveled, long story short, you got what you needed, but in order to get it, you had to travel inside of this weird fortress that existed both in your world and on another world, the world of undead called Mortis. You managed to get it, and Kelby was able to summon his teacher to plane shift them back to his teacher Aisha. She plane shifted you back to Barovia. You have delivered the flower, the snowdrop flower. And all that's left to do is just to wait for the medicine to be administered and see what it does. So you have about a day or two of downtime. What are you going to do in those 2 days?
I think there's some conversations that need to happen.
Sorry? What?
I would say. So, where are we specifically? We're back at.
You're still at Kresk.
Kresk.
Okay. The monks and the nuns were nice enough to put you up in the monastery. So you basically you're sleeping on sleeping bags in front of the fireplace in the main hall.
All right. I guess I'll try and get a moment alone with Sal because I want to talk to him privately before.
Sure thing.
All right.
I'm assuming that Kel kind of walks over and goes, "Well, it's nice to see that Darovnia's on the mend now. That's good."
Yeah, that's great.
So I wanted to talk to you about it, but
Sure.
what are we gonna do about what happens? Like, that thing that Chrysanthe has is dangerous.
I know. I've been thinking about it, but based on our past dealing with these kind of stuff, I don't think she's willing to give it up.
We gotta at least try and convince her. I mean, I can try and talk to her, but I'm not exactly... I don't know. But we need to be careful, because that thing that came out of there could have done a lot of damage to her and to us.
I know.
I mean,
I don't know a
can
lot
try...
about magical. I've been in contact with magical items, but I just don't know how they actually functions. So, do you think that, I don't know, say if we take it and, I don't know, try to dispel this magic, maybe it'll break its connection with her? I'm just speculating. I don't know a lot about this stuff.
Okay, well, so here's my question. When we saw Ashardalon kind of shoot out of that thing, am I getting the sense that this thing is tethered to Chrysanthe in any way, or that it could possibly be curse-related, or is there anything going on in that?
First thing you remember from that thing is when Chrysanthe was beaten unconscious, Ashardalon did not dispel. He stayed out. He stayed up and out. So first thing you know is this thing is powerful.
Right.
Whatever this heart is, you're starting to suspect that this is not like some kind of metaphor or symbolic heart. This is the actual, literal, honest-to-goodness heart of Ashardalon that was ripped out of his body more than 2,000 years ago.
Right.
So that raises an entirely new question. If it survived for this long, if it survived, how do you even destroy such a thing?
Right.
Not like Cell was not thinking of destroying it because he doesn't know how to, but more like he's thinking like to cut the connection it has with Chrysanthe.
Yeah, which may necessarily involve destroying it.
Right.
So,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so I mean, you've heard like the stories about these kinds of things, like these kinds of some magical items that are just simply so powerful that you can't just simply throw a disintegrate spell at it and just be done with it. Like there has to be a very specific way to destroy it.
Right.
Yeah.
And if you can't necessarily destroy it, then at the very least you have to separate it from her and hide it from the world.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. How to separate? Like
separate.
Can we do a check or something to see if, like, I don't know, maybe dispel magic would separate?
I mean, Kel probably thinks that dispel magic probably wouldn't work, but Kel's gonna say to Sal that, like, okay, look, I'll try and go and talk to her at the very least. I'll see what I can do. If it comes to it, we need to have a plan to at least get that thing away from her, because I don't want her using it, because I know that we can't sever the ties, but if it's dangerous, we need to have a plan.
Like, we do know a lot of powerful people who might be able to help us with that.
Remember, Aisha cannot teleport back to the monastery. Plane shift only works to get you from one plane to another. So if necessary, you do have her.
Right.
Like, she is with you. She's probably just on the roof meditating.
Oh,
right.
Wait.
Well,
do you remember, like, Cell was, like, holding Cubby's shoulder, was like, you still have wishes you haven't used yet.
I was wondering when you'd remember that.
Wait, what are you talking about?
We all got 3 wishes, remember? When we first enter, I used 2 of mine, but you haven't used any of it.
Right. That was the thing.
Maybe
did I just not use my wishes?
No,
I was
not at all. Not at all. You completely forgotten about it. I was like, wait a second. When you talk about Aisha, I was like, wait a second.
No, you weren't scared, Kel. You were just a fucking dumbass.
No, we are both fucking dumbass because we never thought of using it to solve our problems. We got 4 get out of the jail free card, but we never thought of using it.
Let me talk to her first, and if it comes to that, that's plan B. I'm gonna go talk to her though. But thank you for pointing out. As Kel slowly just like dying inside as he realizes that he's had that.
Wait, Kel. And another thing, I don't know if the wish will work, but maybe we can get your girl out of Roland's grasp?
I don't think it's going to be that easy. I'm not even going to attempt to assume that it's going to be that easy.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know.
I
don't know how magic works. I just know how to use them. So
I'm just saying that Roland seems like the kind of person that you probably have ways of preventing something like that from happening.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to go find... say thank you, Sal. This has been very eye-opening.
Yeah.
Did I stare as I walk to try and find Chrysanthe, wherever she is?
Yeah. And Cell was like, I should have thought of that using that wish to get Durovnia just healed. I was like, why am I so dumb? Wait a second. He just ponders that himself in the back of the
probably
corner.
Just in a room, like just chilling, I guess.
walk around, kind of check the room, knock on the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Do you mind if I come in?
Come in.
Okay. I walk in. Just, I guess you're just sitting on the bed or in a chair, or
Well, Chrysanthe is on the bed.
Chrysanthe and Kelby sitting on a chair. Hey.
you're not there. Kelby's gonna go and walk over. Not sit on the bed yet, but he's just gonna stand and go say, "So, are you feeling better?"
This is about the heart, isn't it?
Yeah. Okay. I'm not very deceptive. You know that.
Because you stole it from me.
I'm just a little worried.
About?
That thing just came out, and it didn't seem like something that was under control. Look, I know that it's a very powerful tool. I get it. And we need every single bit of magic and items and tools at our disposal to fight against Roland. But if that thing's a danger to you and to us, I don't know if you should keep using
So you want me to stop using it?
it. Kelby just nods.
Fine. Here you go.
Oh.
Easy.
Sure, I'll take it. Do you hand me the heart?
Yeah.
So it's like the actual heart, like the actual squishy flesh and blood heart.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart.
We don't need Sal's Christmas album. But Kelby's gonna just hold it, and he'll try and put it away in like his pack sack for now, and just say, "Thank you, Chris. I'm glad you can understand."
Yeah.
Okay. If you ever want to talk about anything, you know I'm here for you, right?
Yep.
Okay, now I'm making an inside check.
That's
Now I'm
way
making
too fast of agreement.
There's something going on. Justin's up to something.
Alright, make an inside check. And if Chrysanthe has anything to hide, she can make a DC 12 deception check.
Oh man.
I mean, what? I'm not really hiding anything. I'm just saying, yep. Yeah.
So you're just kind of like you're just dull.
She's just sort of like almost not even there kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
It's more of like how. I mean, she's just not. She doesn't have anything else to say, really. She's just saying, yeah, sure, okay.
I will take the heart then, and just pocket it for now.
And then before you leave, like, Chris is just gonna say one last thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is not gonna change anything.
Oh no!
What do you mean? What do you mean?
And then she's like, ever since I took that heart, I've started to realize things. Even if you take that away, that won't change who I am now.
Well, I know that you were somebody who found me in the darkest moments of my life and you pulled me out. I know that won't ever change.
It won't. But there's some people that you can't do that to. And they'll continue to put other people into darkness. Those type of people should never experience the light and should be burned.
I guess there is some truth to that.
That heart made me realize the way I was thinking is too absolute. It's too idealistic. It will never work. Sometimes destruction needs to happen. And the Ashardalon taught me that. I may have been too reckless a while ago, but even if you take that heart away from me, this Chrysanthe now will not change.
Kel is just quiet for a couple seconds. And he just takes a deep breath and just says, I just don't. I know that people always change. I mean, I'm not who I was a long time ago. I just don't want you to change for the worse.
And I'll be the one to decide whether or not it's worse or better. And I think it's better.
Okay.
And then before she's gonna leave her own room and start roaming around. But before she leaves the room, she holds your shoulder and says, I wonder what you think about yourself now. Better or worse? And she leaves.
LB just stands there in the room, dead silent with the heart.
The heart, you notice, is disturbingly warm and is in fact beating.
I am going to pack. It's in my knapsack, and I'm going to leave the room, thinking about everything that Chrysanthe has just said to me.
Yeah. All right. So, Sal, what do you do?
He will try to look after Durovnia as long as he can before he needs to go to nap. And thinks that he's a total dumbass for not using the spell, but but yeah, he's just wishing that things could be different.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
All right. Yeah. So when you go to Durovnia's room, you see a nun emerge from there. She looks almost like an older version of Durovnia, except thinner and much more almost regal. And instead of having Durovnia's white hair, hers is like raven black.
Mm-hmm.
She sees you. She holds up a finger and says, "Durovnia is sleeping."
Yeah, I know. Sal whispers back, "Yeah, I know."
Says, "All right, well, come with me for a moment over here. I need to talk to you. That's all."
Okay.
Very quick.
Sal follows?
Yeah, she takes you a little that way down the hall, just so Durovnia can get some rest, so you can talk without disturbing her. And she says, "So I spoke with Durovnia before when I was treating her, and before she went to sleep. I asked her about you and the others and who you are. She said that you are her friends, and that you particularly you like her a little more than a friend, a little more than a friend, as it were. Yes."
Yep. Sal just respond, "Yep," and stays awkwardly silent, staring at the nun.
Yes, and the nun is just nodding, and she says, "Well, Sal, Mr. Starvex, I would like to just tell you a little bit about the role now. A little bit. It's her parents died, tragic house fire, but she survived by the grace of the Morning Lord. She was raised here. As much as she tried to put a good face on everything, she never really quite fit in. The boys would not hang out with her because she would beat them black and blue, even from a very young age. The girls would not be with her, would not associate with her. She behaved very unladylike. And even the older monks, the older nuns, they would not associate with her because she was able to drink. She was far too fond of alcohol and was able to drink all of them under the table.
Fuck yes.
So they viewed her as an unruly wild child. But the truth is, that's why she was always very open when she was here. She always would try to make friends. She wore her heart on her sleeve, if you understand the expression.
Well, what you just said is all the good qualities I like about her.
And the nun just leans in close to her and she says, "Yes. So if you rip that poor girl's heart out and you leave it broken on the floor, I pray that the Morning Lord will inflict such grief upon you that all your previous problems, every bit of horror you went through in the past, all of that seems like child's play compared to what's going to happen to you."
Sal just stares blankly in her eyes and just replies, "Does it even matter? Like, you guys are not... Like, whatever she told me that you guys won't let her or any nun to experience love or experience... I don't know. It doesn't do anything because she turned me down. So...
Sal, I'm sure she will jump. I am the Mother Superior. I can release her from her oaths. And I'm sure she will jump at the chance she will jump at the chance to fall in love with you. I know her. I've raised her for 8
But
years.
would she? I mean, like, you know her. Like,
I raised her for 18 years. I know her. I think I know her a little better than you.
yeah, and you definitely know that she viewed this as her home. And she respects you so much that she would rather cut ties with me than to lose you all. What makes you think if you set her free, she would happily accept it?
Do you know why she went to the Ashardalon all those months ago?
Because of the Morning Lord gave her guidance.
That's
I don't
part
know.
of it. That's part of it, yes, but it was also because she felt she had no place here. I told you she never fit in. She wanted to go out into the world and she hoped to find a place in it. And if that place is at your side, then I don't see any reason to deny her that.
You should probably ask her when she wakes up. A mysterious voice says from the distance.
Sal just like before it was just like motionless, monotone, replying like a heartless machine, but now like he's kind of got this glimpse of hope back in him. Like he was like,
Yeah.
I will. I don't know how to say this, but maybe you can say that to her when we're both there when she wakes up, and maybe I don't know, like you are a mother figure to her, and I just think that you know. I don't know what I'm talking about.
She needs. The mysterious voice says she needs to hear it from you.
I know. Reply to that mysterious voice. Shush. Shush. You're not there.
I am trying to be your wingman. You should be thanking me.
It's not gonna work. No, but like for real, like Sal was thinking at this moment. It doesn't matter what he says. It's more like what Dorovnia's previous family, especially Mother Supreme as a mother figure to Dorovnia, would say to her. Like he's let's just say this. He's been like his heart's been broken once, and he like would tread this very carefully before doing anything like aggressive. He doesn't have any experience before this, so there's also that.
Yeah.
That shows.
Yep.
And Mother Superior says, that is why I said, that is why I told you, if you rip her heart out of her chest, she was looking for a home, and to hear her speak, she may have found one at your side. That is why I say, if you take that hope away from her, and she leaves the rest of the threat unspoken.
I really like this. This nun is sassy as fuck.
Yeah. I like her too. She shows power, and that's what Dorovnia shows too. I can see where she get that from.
Yep.
All right. Sal will go back. Well, after the Mother Supreme finish and leave him there hanging, he will go back to Dorovnia and sits right next to her bed.
Yeah, she's just lying.
Yeah.
Lying unconscious and it's breathing regularly.
That's about it.
All right. So, what does Kelby do now that he has the heart?
Kelby.
Talk to me, Ashardalon. Grant me your power.
Yeah, give me the power so that I may become the villain of campaign 2. No. I'm going to go and talk to Aisha.
All right, you find her on the roof meditating.
Hey, Aisha.
Kelby, what foul wind brings you here?
I guess as a teacher, I just had some couple of questions I wanted to ask you. Maybe get some advice?
Yes, she looks at you and says, yes, I can see that you're conflicted. What advice do you need?
Well, let's get the easy stuff out of the way. Is there a place in the monastery where we could keep this, and I show her the heart, where it would be out of people's reach, someplace that no one would be able to find it except for us?
And she's looking at it, she's watching the heart beat, and she says, what is that? Where did you get it?
It's, well, we got it in Gloomrot.
Of course you did.
And it seems to be the heart of Ashardalon.
And she sits up and takes notice of that and says, Ashardalon, the Ashardalon.
Before you came and rescued us, Chrysanthe was using this artifact to cast spells of a higher power, and we saw what looked like spirits of Ashardalon come out, and it took care of the undead. Almost killed us and her.
Oh, you were doing the like Megatron thing.
I'm doing Megatron.
Yep.
Damn it! All right, should I leave and come back?
Probably.
I will leave and come back. All right, 1 second. How do I end the thingy? Oh my god, I forget how to do it. No? Am I back?
Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, am I Megatron-y?
Nope.
Not yes.
Yep. not
Okay,
yet.
good. All right. As I was saying to her, I want to say, so Ashardalon came out of this thing, or at least the spirit did, and it almost killed us. So it's very dangerous. I don't really fully understand the extent of this power. We haven't had anyone really properly look at it. It's just assumptions at this point.
She's gonna say, well, you do have 3 wishes if you really want to know.
Well, one of them I wanted to save for something else. I think I think this thing has a connection with Chrysanthe. I think it's maybe cursed her to some extent. I want to know if maybe a wish could sever that curse.
Yes, I think it could, but it may have consequences that you don't anticipate.
Kind of taps his fingers. All right.
So,
All right.
Sit down, Kelpie.
Mm-hmm.
Put the heart away. Don't let anyone else know you have it. Sit down. Think hard. Think hard on what consequences may come from severing her connection with the heart. It would be. Think on those consequences. Think about the fact that there may be consequences you have not considered. And then, if you are absolutely sure that you are willing to bear that responsibility of making that happen, come back and make your wish.
Okay, I'll hold on to it for now. Is there any place at least safe that we could put this thing? I don't want us to just be carrying it around anymore.
She looks down and says, there is a graveyard. Maybe they have a couple of empty graves.
I didn't want to really leave it here. I was just hoping that there was like a place in the temple that we could at least place it.
She shakes her head and says, I don't want that thing anywhere near that temple.
All right, fair enough. It's going to be safer on us. God damn it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, this is...
Maybe, perhaps, if we can get lucky and find a way to throw it into the heart of the sun. Although knowing your luck, the sun will probably turn into a giant Ashardalon.
Yeah. Knowing my luck.
Yeah.
Alright, I guess the last thing I wanted to talk about was... What do you do if you see somebody change in ways that you don't know how to feel about? Like, I know that Chrysanthe has always been a little bit more optimistic about things, and I certainly was. And now she just seems so different, and she was like...
Gonna put 2 and 2 together and say, did Chrysanthe have the heart?
Yeah, she did.
Yes. That would explain a lot. Ashardalon was, or I guess is, a being of utter evil. He might be powerful, he might keep his word, he might not keep his word, but one thing I know is that he is evil, and that will corrupt you. That will corrupt even the purest heart.
I don't want that for her. Not her.
She nods and says, well then, breaking her attunement to the heart would probably end whatever effect it's been having on her. However, like I said, there may be consequences you don't know.
Okay.
So,
I've decided. I want to use one of my wishes. I want to know everything that could be possibly gleamed about this heart.
She says, I can't do it unless you say the magic words. You have to read it with I wish.
I wish.
I wish to know everything about this heart of Ashardalon.
All right. And you know that, and you, Aisha snaps her fingers, and you know everything. First and foremost, this heart is a spellcasting implement. It gives a +4 to her attack and damage. She can use it to unleash Ashardalon's fiery breath, or she can use it to summon his spirits to duke it out with her enemies. She can speak Draconic. It also gives major benefits and major drawbacks. One of those drawbacks, these drawbacks appear different from person to person, and one of the potential drawbacks is that whatever flaws she may have are amplified. That's probably what happened to her. Now, if you want to destroy it, this thing is an artifact. You can shoot it with disintegrate spells, you can fling it into the heart of the sun, you can step on it, you can yell at it. It's not going to be destroyed. It has to be destroyed in a very specific way. The way to destroy the heart, you need to find a Gulphius tree. A tree that was grown from a stake used to kill a vampire. And you need to fashion a stake from the wood of that tree. Then you need to go out and you need to find a descendant of the person who originally ripped the heart out of Ashardalon, and then have them stab the heart with that stake. The heart will become inert. It will be powerless.
Okay. Good to know.
There's just one problem. Thousands and thousands of years ago, during Campaign 1, all vampires in the world were destroyed when they killed the vampire god.
But we need a descendant who originally killed.
You also need a descendant from the woman who initially ripped the heart out of Ashardalon.
Right.
Yeah. So you also need to find one of those too.
And this is the important thing that Kel was hoping to glean, was what would happen if we tried to remove the curse.
If you broke the attunement, she would not be able to use its properties. She would lose every benefit and drawback that the heart inflicted on her.
Nice.
Okay.
So it won't necessarily snap her back to normal, but it should stop whatever funk she's in. Emphasis on should.
Mm-hmm.
That's all we need. That's all we need.
So do you have a second wish?
I'll hold on to that for now. If I'm gonna do it, I want it to be a group decision. But this has given me a lot to think about. Okay. One problem at a time, I guess.
Yeah, I should have not insist. Alright. Well, now you know. I hope that knowledge helps you.
I think it will. I just gotta protect the people I care about. That's the only thing I can do.
One day at a time, Aisha says, and then she goes back to her meditations.
So Kel will respectfully do the palm
Yep.
bow.
It's the palm bow.
And I will go and just find a place to meditate myself.
Alright. So what is Chrysanthe doing during all of this?
This is what I want to know.
Stealing the heart. I'm just kidding. She doesn't. I mean, the thing is with Chrysanthe is that she doesn't actually have anything to do. Like, aside from talking to people like her friends, she doesn't really have much hobbies to do or has much of a will of her own to do anything aside from the important stuff, right? So in times of downtime, she's actually seems doing nothing because she never has downtime, at least.
Okay, so she doesn't know. Okay, all right. Well, you're just in your room. You hear a knock on the door. And you hear you hear Creed say, "Hey, Chrysanthe, right?"
Yes, and I kind of opened the door.
Yeah, you see him out there and says, "Yeah, listen, we're getting ready to. Me and the boys out there, we're getting set up for a game of blackjack. You want to join?"
What's blackjack?
It's a card game.
Cards?
The fuck? Okay. Okay, he's gonna take you out. Like, girl, he's gonna take you up, put his arm around your shoulder, and say, "Girl, listen, you've been sheltered. You've been sheltered, and that whole heart thing's got you messed up. So, me and the boys are gonna do. We're gonna show you a little bit about. We're gonna show you a little different side of life. You know, beyond life and death and dragon hearts and things like that. All right, yeah, come on. Life is more than that. Come on."
I didn't even say yes. Why are you dragging me out? It's like, okay, fine.
Does Kel see this, by the way, at some point?
You hear them pass, and you hear Creed say, what else are you doing? What else you got to do, huh? What else is there to do in this podunk town? I mean, unless you want to help someone chop wood and feed chickens.
I could be sleeping, being in my room.
Kel walks by.
That sounds fantastically boring. Come on.
Kel walks by and sees Chrysanthe and goes, because he's basically been overhearing this conversation, and goes, I'm not exactly one for these kind of things, but, maybe we should try and do something to pass the time. It might be fun, right?
Blackjack. We also got poker. We tried it with your kobold friend. We tried dealing with Kobold friend, and he just tried to eat the cards. He thought they were very thin wedges of cheese. I gotta clean my rucksack out more.
Yeah, poor guy.
Poker? Do you poke someone?
No,
with
it's
the
another.
card?
No, it's another kind of game. Like I said, we'll teach you. We got all kinds of card games to teach you.
Okay.
Like I said, there's a lot more to life than fighting, killing, and dragon hearts.
All right. I kind of more like it's more like I'm trying. It's kind of like I want Chrysanthe to get out of her room so that she's not just kind of just not doing anything because Kelby's just so like paranoid about so many different things. So he's just like anything that we can do to get her moving, get her like interacting with people again. Maybe this will kickstart her into her old self, whether or not that is actually going to happen or not.
All right, so Chrysanthe is introduced to the mysterious world of card games.
All right. Dear Lord.
Yeah.
It's time to duel! I'm coming! That's magician.
They gave me this blue eyes white dragon deck, but it's really hard to summon the ultimate blue dragon. I don't know how anyone would.
And then they let me try another deck. It's called Exodia.
Yeah.
Like,
isn't that deck just basically luck? Like, there's no strategy or anything
there is
like
strategy.
that?
You just draw till the last card. That is
yeah, you have to sequence. You have to sequence your turn, right?
I do like this deck with Baby Dragon and Time Wizard, and there's a cool monk weapon called Kunai with Chain. So it's kind of a fun one.
Yeah.
Nice.
How do you beat towers? Hey, you don't beat it, kid. You survive. No, seriously, Clifford Towers is an absolute beast of a card.
Nice.
Oh yeah. Yeah, although I did see that guy across the bar. He's got like a big red and blue with stars, like bandit, like something bandit Keef or something like that. Like he was like really something special.
Yeah. All right.
Nice.
And thus the day passes peacefully.
Yeah.
She's introduced to these other cards, and since she's also a spellcaster, they do introduce her to a massive and expansive card deck, card game that involves magic and gathering. It's complicated.
I have 7,000 gold to spend. Let's go.
Let's go.
You can't really spend it here.
I mean, Chrysanthe, you could start a unboxing channel. We could open up some of these booster packs.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Look, I got a new Avacyn, and
Oh yeah, fucking Planeswalker foil. Fuck yes.
Now Chrysanthe being an e-girl, and then it's like, oh, this card looks really cool, and then everyone's just like, she actually got the best card in the game, and she's like, guys, what card is this?
Now here's the real question: is Chrysanthe gonna be a VTuber? Or not?
I don't think she needs to.
I don't think she needs to.
No, there is no. Yeah, the one card though that you would probably come close to recognizing would be this ultra rare planeswalker, Viral Lakewood.
Oh,
yes. Nice.
Good card. The best card in the game.
Yes.
Best card in the game.
The one card, Viral Lakewood, the first planeswalker, is probably the one card that could solo Nicole Bolas.
Nice.
You just need to throw it out and it can unbuff. Like, I'll say equal. It is the one card that can beat Nicole Bolas in a straight up fight.
Yep. It's got this freaking line of Johnny. He's no good anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, okay. Yeah. Do we get to pass to the next day and decide what we do, or
we do pass to the next day? The sun rises, the sun rises, but you can't really tell because it's still like just very light flurry. It's cloudy outside, light flurries. But things seem a little better now, a little brighter, almost. Now that Daron is on the mend.
Mm-hmm. All right.
So, Sal,
Okay.
you are called to Darovnia's room.
Oh, like if,
Okay.
if possible,
Well, you already-
he would stay there all night.
Okay, yeah. Okay, that's good. So you wake up. So then you wake up. You're just kind of like looking at her, at Darovnia, alone with your thoughts, when she just wakes up. She's like, oh.
Hey. Hey, sunshine.
Thirsty.
Okay, water. Like Sal just carefully brings up water for her to drink.
She drinks it and then she says, and she drinks it. She says, "This was not what I had in mind, but thank you."
I knew she was gonna say that. I
know.
knew it. I knew it. The first thing is
Sal knew it as well, but he just says you're in no condition to for that
to
kind
get
of drink.
Barovnia
Yeah.
wasted.
She holds up her finger, and her finger to like lecture you while she's lying flat on her back. She says, "I will judge what condition I am in."
Yes, you are a strong woman. Doesn't need any man to tell you what to do. I know.
She says, "No, I occasionally need men to tell me what to do if I don't know what I'm doing. But no man, and I mean no man, is going to tell me when I can and cannot drink."
Yes. You are a strong and independent woman. I know. Like Sal will just like talking to her smoothly and gently lying her down, like, or at least if she wants to lean against the bed or something, just
Yeah, she's just leaning on. She's laying on the pillow. She isn't really sitting up. She's just raising her arm weakly.
Yeah. All right. So, good to see you feeling better. At least you're conscious right now.
Yeah.
You got us worried.
Barely. Yeah. Sorry about that. I was built out of my league with that Baneblade fellow.
Yeah.
But don't worry. Next time, I will lead him to you, and then we tag team the crap out of him.
Fuck yes.
Yes, obviously. And you know what? Since everyone's really worried about you, I'm just gonna let them know you're awake. To ease off their mind.
All right. You go do that. Let them know. I will try to stay awake as long as I can.
Alright. Don't worry about it. Sal will go around to the others and just like share the good news. And he will talk to Mother Supreme.
You go around to share the good news, but when you look for the Mother Superior, they say that she is. Oh, she went to check on Darovnia herself.
Alright, nice. Even better.
Good. I just say thanks for the update, Sal. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you guys can come and check.
Sure. I'll go. You know what? Why don't I go grab Chrysanthe and we can go say hi?
Yeah.
All right.
Okay. I go search for Chrysanthe once more.
Chrysanthe. You go search for Chrysanthe.
I mean, do you really need to search? I think you know where she is.
I don't know where. Oh, she's still in her room. Okay. I open up the door and I just say, "Come on, let's go visit with Darovnia for a bit."
Yeah.
Darovnia's room?
Yeah.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Sorry. Before you go, as you go out to leave, one thing that I'll let you choose to tell Kelby or not is that you actually made a little bit of money off of Creed and his gang. You made a grand total of 8 gold.
Oh.
Yeah,
Well,
they convinced you to gamble for a bit, and it was, and you don't know if it was beginner's luck or if they were deliberately throwing the game, but you made a little money off of it.
Nice.
God, they're willing to give. Okay, I have like 7,000 gold, guys, but I appreciate the sentiment. But okay.
Yeah, you now have 7,008 gold.
Nice.
Yes. I mean, she's just like. I mean, she'll mention it later once we see the Rovnia.
Okay. So we'll go to Dorovnia and say,
as you do, you see the Mother Superior leaving, and she smiles and nods at Sal before going on.
Right. So we'll.
Okay, you got the approval of Mother Superior?
Yeah.
The marriage is here.
Yes.
that seems like a resounding yes to me, Sal. I'm just pointing that out there.
I'll be the flower girl.
Good to see you got your humor back.
Yeah. If Creed was there, he'd probably say something about maid of honor. Meepo can be the flower girl.
Yeah.
Oh, Meepo's for sure a flower girl. Come on.
The ring person.
Oh God, the ring bearer. Oh, I can see how many terrible ways that would go wrong. I will go to I guess just say, well, it's nice to see you're on the mend, Dorovnia.
And Dorovnia says, I would probably mend faster if they'd let me have my wine.
I don't really think wine cures pain like that.
You have not had good Barovian wine.
I actually have. I remember multiple occasions. That was.
You should know better.
I know, and I got punched in the face immediately afterwards, and guess what? It still hurts.
That's because you're not doing after getting hurt.
Dorovnia, you want wine, right?
Nah.
Yeah, when we get out of here, I pass over the 8 gold and I say, I want that from playing, what was it? Poker.
Oh, you know how to... I say, well, Mother Superior says gambling is sin, but good job. You are master gambler.
But it was very hard to tell if I was win. I didn't even know what was going on. Like, I just had 2 cards, and when they flipped the 5th card on, like, the floor, I just showed my cards, and then they get surprised that I won.
Yep.
And then sometimes they complain like, why do you bet if your hand is garbage? And I don't know what they're talking about.
I learned a lot too. It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I will thank you for gift. Thank you for the gift. And Sal.
All right.
Sal.
Mm-hmm.
I know this is not going to sound very authentic because I am still sick in bed, but then she sighs just to figure it out, and then she just blurts out and says, "Sal, I love you. You were a good man, good friend, and probably all of you were. I know all of you are like the first real friends I had, but you were always a little something more special to me. And I was able to convince Mother Superior of that. So if you want to propose, you probably can now if you like. But I think you should wait until I'm better. That would probably be more proper.
Yeah. Like.
Wait, before this continues, before like Sal says, like Chris, like, oh, I think. Do you hear that? I think Creed is calling us, Kelby, for another round of cards.
Yes, that sounds. The dogs in the background sure sounded like Creed calling.
Yeah.
And just like,
Sal don't give a rat's ass about them at this point. He just walks forward and shuts the door right in front of their faces. And that's it.
Ow!
But the thing is, I don't. Do you see Chrysanthe just like puts an ear over the door?
Yeah. When you put your ears on, you heard a loud, like, smashing sound on the door. And with a yelling, "Get out."
Okay. Chrysanthe.
The reason there's a lot of banging sound is because when you usher the other two out, Meepo kind of just tried to squirrel his way under the bed.
Yeah, I know. That's why he was doing it.
You literally grabbed him by the tail and threw him against the door.
Yeah. I just opens up the door again, grab him by the collar and throw him out and shuts the door again.
Okay. Obviously, when they close the door, I turn to Chrysanthe. Okay, so you know pass without trace, right?
Duh. Wait, let me double check. I actually don't think I do. Hold on. That's a Philo thing, not the Chrysanthe.
It's a Philo thing.
Meepo was just pounding his fists on the door.
No, Meepo.
Philo appears out of nowhere. I heard my boys getting married. Pass without trace. Like, come back from the dead.
Yeah.
All right. Can you turn invisible?
No.
Okay, I will just have to use I'll just have to use my natural stealth check.
Okay.
The door's been shut. All right.
That's fine.
There's no way you can get inside.
No, we're not trying to get in. We're trying to lean against the door so we can hear everything that's happening.
Yeah. Wait, Kelby, you see that Chrysanthe just hold on, and then she loudly steps on the stone floor, and then makes it eventually fade out. And says, okay, let's go, and then puts the ear on the door.
All right, stealth checks. Let's go. All right.
Yes. Can I do a perception check?
Please roll a 5. Please roll a 5. Please roll a 5.
Damn it! No, don't take
my
his
passive is 14. Thank you.
No,
yes.
Yeah, so you can hear them hear the door creak as they press their ears and strain to listen.
Yeah. No, you just let them. He's not that mean.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow,
Yes.
we're really good at stealthing, Chris.
All right. I guess this is what Sal will say. All right. He will sit down, a little, waving his fist a little to the outside, and just looks at Durovnia and says, "We live a dangerous life, and I want to spend the rest of it with you. And I'm not really good at words, so here's this." And he leans forward to kiss her.
Thumbs up.
Yeah,
Yep.
and then she holds him close to keep kissing him.
Yep. That's it. That's the end of the story. Nothing else. Black curtain, camera.
Damn it! I had so many more jokes to make.
Yeah, black screen, fade out. That's it.
Yeah, you know that if that happens, it's unless the guy is explicitly shown breaking the kiss and walking away, it's implied in old movies. It's implied that he got lucky.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. It's gonna be awkward for Chris and Kel against the door, going wow, they're really moving around on the bed for some reason. I guess they're just trying to find the creeps. Yeah.
I mean, Chris is gonna be like, I think our job here is done. It's like the masked guy in the Sailor Moon. It's like, my job, you didn't do anything, and he just flips the kid.
Yes. We are totally Tuxedo Mask. Let's go.
Alright. Yeah.
Alright, awesome.
All right. So the door opens and you see you guys. Your boy walks out. Sal emerges from the room.
A few hours later, yes.
Jesus.
And says, "Wow, you guys really were in there for a long time."
You know what, Meepo?
Chris is probably
Go
not
get
anymore.
you some cheese.
Wow, Sal being nice. Hello.
Oh, Jesus.
Does that imply Sal's not nice?
Oh, that implies something really nice happening in there.
Yeah, that implies something really nice. Okay, yeah.
Why is Sal in a good mood today? Oh, God.
Oh, God. Who knows?
I must now post the obligatory virgin age meter.
God.
No, it's
But so here's my question: do we get any more downtime?
Yeah, you do. You get a week of downtime because Doron is going to need time to recover.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know. I don't know what. I guess Kel is just more contemplating. I guess having that little sided, like, joking around with Cell kind of lifted his spirits because Chris was acting a little bit more how Kel remembers. So that kind of put some solace in his heart. So I guess he's just doing whatever the group wants. Or I think one thing that he did want to do is he did want to walk around the town and take sketches.
All right.
Because one of the things that Kelby is going to try and do whenever he can, so if he ever gets an extended amount of like downtime, but I mean like a long amount of downtime, he's going to bring more illustrations to Philo's grave.
All right.
Because he did make a promise to Philo.
Yes. All right. So.
Sal, on the other hand, you will like go to the training ground and like before he did normal, practice, combat practice, but at this point he's doing the training montage. That's all I'm saying. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
And what will Chris do?
You made a mistake, Falcon. Now she's gonna practice gambling.
Oh, no. Nice. Another vice added on.
All right.
All right, yes, she will learn gambling with Creed and the gang. And actually, I think this will be a great point to take a break. I need to hit the men's room and get more water.
Go ahead.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right. And I did post the official virgin age meter on Discord if you want to have a look at it.
Oh, yes, this is very important D&D.
Yeah.
It is. Look at the last one.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I have awoken from the dream called reality.
I see no girlfriends here. Nice. That is also known as Alexander Anderson, right?
No.
Oh,
Thanks.
burn.
That is true. That is
Burn.
true. Oh, that is true. Especially since Falcon cock blocked me the one time I did try to hit off with that angel. So yeah, that is pretty true. That was like my one chance to get out of that.
Yeah,
And
my one chance to get laid. One chance.
I just realized.
But he has evolved into. I said he evolved into a powerful deity. So.
At what cost?
The power of
You
oh God.
You hear a story like how it's just like, my child, you see that Alexander Anderson, even to death, he was still a virgin. Even now.
The power of
if you, my son, want to become a level 20 paladin, this is the cross you must
You
bear.
have to be cast as him.
Yeah, oh
I just realized you're the only one that had like descendants or children, right?
Yeah. I mean, there was one meme that I saw based on the Star Wars scene where Anakin is talking to Palpatine and Anakin asks, "How do I learn this power?" It's Palpatine says, Anakin, abstinence is a gateway to many powers, including powers that many would consider unnatural.
Unnatural.
And Anakin says, where do I learn this power? And Palpatine replies, not from a simp.
Not from a simp. Oh, that's so stupid.
It works. All right. Like I said, I need to hit the men's room out and get some water. All right, I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
All right,
I'm grabbing
time.
some water.
Don't worry about
it. You're surprised I gave up the heart that easily,
We think that you probably has some tricks up your sleeve, but yeah, like for sure, I was thinking that you might want to steal it, you might want to hit us with it, but I never really think you would give it up so easily.
Like just to put it down, I think what Ayesha said, about how yes, Ashardalon can corrupt the most pure of hearts, which is very true, right? But I was thinking it wasn't Ashardalon that corrupted her. It was from her own decision to corrupt herself. If that makes sense.
Yeah, like it amplifies their flaws. That means they're more susceptible to their desires, and that makes total sense.
Yeah.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Because I was thinking if you think about the whole life that Chrysanthe lived, it was very she never really got a chance to be or know herself because she grew under a goddess. She had to become the personification of joy, and then that sort of thing, and then basically she's just you see, even now I'm showing that she doesn't even have any hobbies. It's so sad.
I
Which
know.
is weird.
It's making
the
me.
thing is so weird.
Here's what's happened. It's Chrysanthe's definitely going through a change because these things are happening to her. The heart has definitely created a different type of perspective as amplified her flaws. Right, obviously, Kel is terrified because Chrysanthe was probably the best thing to happen to him in his darkest moments. And when he sees Chrysanthe acting a little bit more somber and sad, it just destroys him because he can't lose you, because if he loses you, that might be the end for him, because he came back once. I don't know if he's gonna come back a second time.
Okay, relax there, buddy. We still have Agnes. Okay, you'll get Agnes back.
No. I'm not
thing.
saying that even from that perspective. I'm just saying that even as a friend.
Yeah.
Friend.
That's a lot of pressure on someone. Just
who you haven't committed your life to. That's all I'm
okay,
saying.
be quiet there. You're married. You're about to get married.
Listen, yours was fine. All right, I can't romance every character Justin makes.
Yeah, don't do this to me.
But you did. You're almost doing it.
Here's the thing. If you want to know what specifically I'm doing with Kel, is that Kel is definitely having some thoughts, but at the same time, it's also there's this weird disconnect with him where it's he cares for Agnes a lot, right?
Yeah.
In a lot of ways he loves Agnes.
Yeah.
But he also hasn't seen Agnes or interacted with Agnes for
years.
The entire campaign.
Mm-hmm.
All the relationship that Kelby has made with Agnes was all stuff that happened in the past, right?
Yeah.
And he's kind of struggling with the fact that
how can I love another person?
Well, no, maybe, but it's more when we eventually do get to see the real Agnes and not the snowman version of Agnes. How is she gonna react to him?
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a big effect on his character, because it's if everything's fine, then great. Kelby's probably gonna be probably
two girls? Shame. For shame.
I must have.
I'm sorry to say this, but Kelby has no chance with Chris. I'm so sorry.
Oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine.
There's a couple of other girls he could probably go for.
True.
He's going for the harem ending.
Oh, the harem ending? Yeah, I see. I'm just gonna hang out with that rock gensai, and that's gonna be the real ending. I'm gonna become a fucking pimp.
Yeah. Because no girls love me. I will never love them again.
Yeah.
He's probably gonna wait until his age 50, become a wraith, and say, "The age of man has come to an end."
Jesus Christ.
What was that song? Never Love Again or something?
Yeah, probably. I guess if we do have at least a week of downtime, Kel is definitely, doing taking sketches. He's meditating a lot. He's constantly thinking about making sure that Chrysanthe is
stable,
safe, and stable. And he's also thinking about what he's going to have to wear for the wedding, which is very important. He's I guess he's just sort of thinking it's almost like it's both been a good and bad trip.
Mm-hmm.
So he's a little bit worried about going back to Gloomrot.
Oh, he and Sal both.
Yeah. I guess that's how he spends his week, unless somebody else wants to do something with him.
Well, actually, Sal will drag your ass to training.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Like, he will ask you to do your worst. Like, honestly, do your worst.
Are you sure?
I am positive. And I will do the same. Because if we want to survive the trip, we'll need everything we've got.
Okay, then.
Yep.
Punch, 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 punch!
Yeah, let's see how that goes.
Alright.
Go
Does
for
an
it.
18 hit you?
Nope.
Does a 15 hit you?
Nope.
Does 14 hit
Nope.
you? Does
Nope.
16 hit
Let's just put
Your
this
armor-
out there. You're gonna need a 21 to hit normal ass Cell.
Ding, 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 ding.
Yeah.
Ah, my knuckles.
Yeah. My turn.
Oh god. Now you swing at me.
Yeah. Let's see.
Okay, natural 20, let's go. Let's go.
No, probably not. It's a 19.
Oh yeah, that hits.
19. Another 20.
Oh yeah, that hits. Yeah, see how that works? Yeah, that's about what I expected.
Surged by the power of love. Off the floor with Kelby Caster.
Yeah. We'll just say we spar a little bit. And,
We spar.
Yeah.
Kelby gets his ass kicked.
Yes.
Kel,
Yeah.
you need to do your worst. I'm not joking.
Wait, hold on. As you say that, water whip.
Dexterity? Alright. He's bad at dexterity.
He makes
You
it.
still succeed. All right, Kelby's gonna roll over, and his face is gonna just be in the dirt, and he's just gonna contemplate all of his life choices that have led up to this moment.
Kelby? What are you doing? We're training.
Crying.
No, but seriously, he's gonna try to utilize every last bit of moment to spar. Just
Yeah, sure. I'm throwing like some of the techniques that I've learned, and all of them are just ineffective. And but at the very least, Sal is learning how to deal. This is great practice if Kelby gets charmed.
Yeah.
It's mind control. He'll know exactly what to do.
Yeah,
But that's how he spent his week. That's how he spent his week, though.
Same goes to Sal.
Alright, and Chrysanthe is spending her time with Creed and the boys, learning about
Yeah.
the steamy side of life.
He's growing another vice. Well, she's growing another vice.
I mean, Chris is gonna be like more than just gambling, right? Because I assume they'll be like, we don't want to keep losing money to you because it's frustrating because you just don't know what you're doing. Right? And then Chris is just gonna be like, okay, what else can we do? And then the boys are just like, what else can we do? And then that's.
No, they got other things they can do.
Yeah, they got all
Yay.
the games they can play.
They
Have
got
you heard of a
Yay.
game called Dungeons and Dragons?
No, it's called
Good game.
Houses and Humans.
Yeah.
I'm down. Good game.
Solid game. Oh man, 4th edition. Come on.
My idiot player sticks his tongue in the outlet. Roll the D100. Roll 2D100 to determine the amperage.
What?
That's great.
Yeah. No, but no. I mean, in all seriousness, there are other games for example, you throw rocks up in the air, you try to shoot them out of the air.
Mm-hmm.
That sounds fun.
Creed uses his knives. Silent Sal has a large crossbow, and Aramil uses firebolts.
Ooh, nice.
So it's basically one of them flings rocks up in the air, and you have to try to shoot them out of there.
Nice.
They do also like teach her a bit of like how to feed chickens.
Huh?
So it turns out,
Okay.
yeah, it turns out like communal activities, you know, like the stuff that they do here. Turns out Silent Cell grew up on a farm.
Huh.
So the
Oh.
big Dragonborn grew up in a rural area so he apparently knows quite a bit about farm chores.
Mm-hmm. Nice. That's
Good.
interesting.
We're learning
So-
more.
Yeah. So she learned things such as shearing sheep, milking cows, feeding chickens, collecting eggs, chopping wood, drawing water from a well,
Mm.
Does
picking
that
apples
feel
from a tree.
interesting for Chris? That's the point.
That's the real question.
That's the
Is
real
Chris
question.
like, oh
Yeah,
yeah,
is
I'm
Chris
so excited for
entertained?"
I'm so excited for your TED Talk, Sal.
Well, Silent Sal can't speak, remember?
Yeah.
Oh god.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, that would be the most boring TED Talk ever.
Or the most interesting, depending. But remember he had his throat cut years ago. He can't
Right.
speak anymore,
Mhm.
so he has to write it on a slate and demonstrate by action.
Nice.
But he has to demonstrate by actually doing it first. So she learned a lot about farm life and got appreciation for the sad, pathetic lives they live here in Kresk.
Not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, Chrysanthe, are you there?
Yeah.
All right. So, what does she think about all this stuff? About
The
cleaning,
mundane life.
about the mundane life.
I mean, she's smiling. She's actually having fun, but it's not like she actually thinks it's better because like it's not like she's extravagantly having fun, which is not something that because that's exhausting, right, for Chrysanthe.
Yeah.
Right.
But she kept doing it anyway because that's how people perceived her. But then Creed and like the rest of the gang didn't know who Chrysanthe was.
Yeah.
So her natural mood or like her natural how they put this state is just actually more like down to earth and more like chilled.
Nice.
Yeah.
Like she's just like she's just like
She's just
Like,
a
yeah.
normal girl.
okay. She's just your normal girl, guys. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
It's like
I'm just.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, okay, anyway, like Chris is just like thinking this is fun. Like when she
Yeah.
doesn't have to like force herself to
Be
be
happy.
how she was. Yeah. So she's just now like more chilled now. And I think she's gonna be more chilled around Sal and Kelby late
Yeah.
now. Because she now knows, hey, this is pretty okay. This is pretty fun.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's good.
Interesting. Okay. All
Really good.
right.
Hmm.
That is really good. That's a really, really cool way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right.
And she likes gambling.
Like I said, another vice. Yep.
Yeah, there we go. We
Alright,
did it.
go.
For better or for worse.
Yeah.
All right. So at the end of the week, Dorovne is strong enough to get out of bed, walk around.
Yeah, there's a lot of exercise.
Yeah. And she is and at the end of the week, she is more or less herself.
Ooh, nice.
By the end of it all, she was very quick to recover. She may have been using her own healing spells on herself. You're not sure, but
Nice. Nice.
That's smart.
but
Nice.
yeah. But at the end of the week, she's ready to go. And before she leaves, she does to have a proper meal for the first time in over a week. And apparently, proper meal, quote unquote.
Yep. We all know what that means.
It is.
Oh yeah.
It is roughly 3 times what a normal person would eat in a meal.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You left out the most important part.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Washed down with copious amounts of wine.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. Wow, chef's kiss.
Yes, it is. Something like and when I say like 3 times what a normal person would eat, it's meat. It's like it's nothing. It's almost nothing but meat. It's chicken, beef.
It's something Goku would be having in the hyperbolic time chamber.
Or
No,
Luffy would have
no.
during his meal.
Goku eats pretty much anything that's put in front of him.
Yeah.
That's true. You know what? That's fair.
I was actually thinking Biscuit Olivia from Baki.
God, yeah.
Whenever he gets hurt, he sits down. He just eats mountains of steak and wine.
Nice.
So that's what Dorone does. She's just eating this mountain of meat and drinking bottle after bottle of wine.
Yeah. Gotcha. I guess Kel just eats a relatively normal dish, I guess, you know.
Yes.
He does try, you know, if anybody wants like a nice chilled glass, he does have that. Remember, he that's his one thing. He's really good at making chilled drinks. So
Yes.
just go ping.
Nice.
So
But yes, eventually Dorovnia is finished eating. And she just leans back, just like, oh, finally. I have not had a proper meal in so long.
yeah.
You still want some more?
Sure, a few more plates from her.
Oh Jesus.
And like the monk serving it just says, no, we have no more. You are done. Get out.
Out.
You know that's probably for the best.
Yeah, I guess we're getting out now.
Yeah, I guess.
So hungry.
No, we have to go back. Okay. I guess I can go talk to my master, and she can maybe bring us to the temple, and then she can plane shift us back in a day to
Gloomrot.
To Gloomrot.
Yes. Yeah. All right. So you go speak with Aisha. You learn she cannot teleport you back to the temple. However, she can just plane shift you, like directly.
Oh, just to Gloomrot. We don't have to go ping.
No.
Okay.
The temple is on the material plane. It's in this world. It's just in another.
Oh, I thought. Barovnia's not in its own like weird little demi-plane now.
Not
Okay.
anymore.
Not anymore because
I will show you the world map again.
Right.
So you can get a picture of it. You see this arrow right here.
That is where Barovia is.
It's
Okay.
that way, yes. The temple monster would be like all the way down there.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha. I understand. Okay. I'll just say then. If you could just plane shift us back.
She nods and says, "All right. When you go back, what are you going to do, though? Do you have a plan?"
Yeah, that's a good. I think we probably
No clue.
we probably need to get in contact with that woman that I keep forgetting her fucking name.
Yeah, let me.
Well, we know Genia, yeah, because we already know the Romeo and Juliet family. Has been handled. It's more of like, who else do we need to get on Genia's side so that she can actually start?
All right.
Yeah, that's basically the plan as far as I'm aware.
Yep.
All right. Okay, so in that case, she's going to teleport you back. She will teleport you back outside of the city. Actually, not outside. She can take you inside if she wanted.
Probably. Oh, maybe my Earthbender teacher's little stomping ground, and then we could just make our way to the Genius place from there.
So basically, to the brothel.
Yeah, basically to the brothel. And, you know, it used to bother Kel. It doesn't at this point. He's got like Vietnam mile wide stairs at this point. It's like that doesn't bother him anymore.
Yeah. All right.
Same for Cell because he sings things. So, yep.
Yeah.
Yes.
Doesn't bother him.
I've seen things you people would not believe.
Yep.
I would say this before we do go: if we could pick up some cheese from the
Yeah,
local
definitely.
dairy farm for Meepo, I think we will.
Definitely for Meepo. Anything for Meepo.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. I think I found a good thing here. Hang on. All right, you're able to pick up some cheese.
Cheese.
Yeah, mostly as like a bribe. Actually, you don't even need to get it from the dairy farm. You can get it from the abbey. It's mostly like a bribe to take Dorothy and get her out of here.
Fair enough.
Get the fuck out there. Okay.
Get some cheese. If you want your cheese, you're going to get her away from us.
Yeah.
I look at the person at the abbey and I say, "Make it 2 cheese wheels, and you got yourself a deal."
No, 3.
I will give you 3.
Okay, bam.
Bam.
Hold on.
Done.
And the Meepo is just holding the cheese wheel, just like chewing away at it.
Yeah, nice.
Perfect.
All right, and Aisha will plane shift you into the fettered ward of Gloomrot, the
Nice.
red light district. What's that? Very little, if anything, seems to have changed. It's in Gloomrot, but that is to be expected. You have only begun to make your move against Roland.
Yeah. Well, we technically haven't yet. We
like I said,
found
you're
some
beginning.
allies. That's basically.
Yes. Yeah,
We've
you've
got
learned-
the undead.
Yeah.
We've got the we've got the Romeo and Juliet family.
Mm-hmm.
We just probably need a couple more.
Okay, well, it's not just that. You also need to get rid of some of Roland's allies while you're at it.
Right, which is why I want to talk to Jenia, and she can point us in the right direction.
Okay. All right. So you plane shift in the brothel. Aisha is going to go find a relatively decent place to stay while she waits for her plane shift to recharge, so she can get back home to the elements.
Right.
When you teleport in there, you see Jania and you step out onto the street. You see Jania is actually just leaning up against the wall, reading a book with 2 hulking bodyguards nearby. And she looks up and says, "Oh, there you are."
Yes, Jenia, we were just actually trying to get in contact with you.
Yes, you've been pretty busy. You missed the wedding.
What wedding? Did anybody say wedding? What are you
Between
talking
the
about?
Baramir's and the
Yeah, I just nod and go, it was... Yeah.
Quite lovely. It was quite lovely, I must say. The prince really had no real choice but to show up and give it his blessing. So it was very funny to watch him squirm. You missed it.
Oh.
Yeah, good. So
hopefully that will be the least of the discomforts we inflict upon him.
Hopefully.
exactly.
So I think, well, we can't exactly strike at the prince right now. We do have, we do have another target, and it's very serendipitous that you came back. Sometime in the next week, the entire Harskel fleet will be in harbor. Just so you know, since you've been away for a while, and it's been a while since you've had to deal with them, let me refresh your memories. House Harskel is the main arms dealer for the prince. They get him the supplies and the weapons that they need, that he needs, and he in turn makes sure they get favorable treatment. It would be, and once a year, what they do is they bring their entire fleet in, put it under heavy guard, and then upgrade everything that they can. They better ships, faster ships, tougher ships, bigger holds, magical enhancements, the works. It'd be a shame if the entire fleet caught fire.
I see.
It would definitely be a shame.
It would definitely be a shame.
Yes, real shame. At any rate, I need to get back home. They're going to be missing me. Yeah, I will. I will leave you to figure out how best to strike at House Harskel. Do let me know when you're ready to finally take the war to the house. All right. You will need to disable the bell, their unique alarm bell. They have a unique alarm bell within their tower, within the tallest tower in their Acropolis. If they come under attack, they will ring the bell and summon help from all over the city. But if you can disable that, let me know. The Harskills are rivals of the Karads, so I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to get some friends of the family, let's call them, to help us take war to the Harskills.
Nice.
All right, that sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Also, if you can acquire preferably their business records and destroy any backups that you can find, that'll help too.
Nice.
All right, duly noted. All right, thank you, Genia.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
All right, I'll just grab the group and I will kind of we need to go find a place to sit down and talk about plan of action. I'm sure the brothel's got a little sidebar.
Yeah.
For paying customers only.
Damn it! Ooh. Is there a tavern or someplace that's not a brothel?
There's plenty, but not in this part of the town. Not in this part of town.
Is there a building that we can...
Another abandoned warehouse, maybe.
Yes, yeah. Is there another abandoned warehouse?
There's not in the Fetid Ward, but there might be abandoned houses or something. So we're gonna have to kick in doors to see which ones. You're gonna have to kick in a door to see which one is abandoned and which one isn't.
Mm-hmm.
People, check things for us.
I picked the third one.
Kick in the door. Quick checking around. The only things in there are the mice.
Nice.
All right.
It's not the rats.
Yeah.
Oh, not the rats. Oh God.
Fucking rats. They get to be as long as your arm is.
So I sit down with the group and I say, okay, so we need to go and burn down these ships, right? We also need to dismantle this unique alarm bell in the location and acquire their business records. Now we've already talked to Daedric Harskel.
Yes.
We've already kind of implied that we'd be willing to work with him. Now, this is just a thought, and if anyone else has a better plan, I'd be all ears. If we can somehow convince him that we found a fountain of youth and we need his support and we need him to gather his forces to a specific location away from the harbor, we might be able to make things easier for ourselves.
I just kind of say straight up, plainly, you have the heart of Ashardalon. I'm not using it anymore.
Meepo's gonna say, maybe he wants that. Maybe we can bring him that.
Yeah, I just said, well, the first time we met, I thought about giving it if you really were gonna do that, but I wanted to keep it. But now that I do not have it, you can just use it as bait.
Use it as bait. As bait. We're not seriously considering giving this piece of shit the heart of Ashardalon.
But it's more believable. It's more believable than a fountain of youth, if I were to say.
And Meepo says, well, I mean, maybe we can use it to burn the fleet.
I agree.
Drop your spirit friend on top of it and then walk away.
Yeah, I kind of look at Meepo. I agree. And then I kind of just give him a fist bump.
Meepo had a good idea.
It's a great idea.
Kella's just don't want Chris to use corrupted heart. But very good point.
Yeah, same.
it's hard because we can either have the heart and use it as a way to lure him to someplace away from the dogs, right? Or I can give the heart back to Chrysanthe. She can summon the dragon and help us make burning the fleet a whole lot easier for us. At the end of the day, this is a group decision, so we need to decide what we want to do and what our plan of action is.
I mean, we still have to disable that bell tower.
Yeah. The bell, just saying, the bell only rings. Dorone, not for Dorone, what Jenny has said, the bell will only ring if the Acropolis comes under attack. So that means you need to. That means the bell can be cut last.
Okay. So we don't necessarily need to break it first. Okay.
Which means that it won't ring if, for example, you were to burn the fleet to the ground.
Right. Okay. Okay. I see.
Okay, then we burn the. Chrysanthe just says, "I think we can burn the fleet down."
It requires stealth, right? Like, I'm really bad at it. I don't want.
I mean, we can just let the Ashardalon burn it. I mean, like.
But that would also draw a ton of attention, and
honestly,
I don't want to use Ashardalon. I just say it.
I don't know. It's hard because right now, I mean, I've got my staff and I kind of just light it. I could probably light at least a little. I could probably set a lot of fires. Plus, I have been training with my fire genocide teacher or fire genie teacher. It's difficult because we'd be making a very loud. We're making a very loud entrance when we destroy the fleet. It's going to put the Harskels on guard. I think we should do this, but honestly, I still think that if Chrysanthe, if you want to use the hearts, I'm against it, but if you want to, then I'm not going to stop you. It's your decision to make.
And then she just says, "I just think it's quite the simple solution to our problem."
It might not be that simple.
Quite brutish, but we're kind of forcing it, but that's kind of the power we wield so far.
And Meepo is gonna say, when you have a dragon, everything looks like dragon food.
Meepo, I agree with Meepo.
It's like, thanks, Meepo, you're helping.
Yeah, totally.
And then Chrysanthe grabs Meepo Chrysanthe grabs Meepo and places like him on top of her lap. And just be like, yes, I have an ally in this discussion.
Yes, it's Meepo who's your ally. I don't know how much of a confident ally you have.
Hey, don't
really
you dare try to. Are you saying something? I play Meepo and Chrysanthe.
Oh fuck, that is right.
Yeah,
yeah, you know what? I will take my asshole damage. Sorry.
How dare you bastard!
I will say, if we're gonna do this, I still think one of us should go and at least try and distract
in
him.
order for the plan to work, you need a distraction.
So this is going to be it. We're gonna have to split the group, or at the very least, one of us has to go talk to Daedric. Now, obviously, splitting the party has never gone wrong for any person whatsoever.
Yeah, never gone wrong in the history of D&D. Yeah, totally.
So, my question is that, look, Daedric knows that he has something over me. If anyone is going to go there and try and talk to him and try and bait this out, it's going to be me. Because he knows what I want.
And what makes you so sure about it? No offense. Just saying.
I'm not necessarily good at deceiving,
but he knows how desperately I want to free Agnes. So when I come to him telling him that I have a fountain of youth and I just need a little bit of help, he's probably going to believe he'll bite. He will bite.
And then, I mean, Chris also says, like, it can't be me either because I have to use the heart. So it's either you or it's either Sal.
I want it to be me. If anyone's going there alone, it's going to be
you
me.
will be more... How should I put this? Like... trustworthy?
The best choice.
Yeah.
I guess.
And honestly, guys, if things do go, down shit creek, I'm pretty good at getting out of Dodge. I'm quite fast.
Yep. I think this plan works.
True. But do you need an ally? Maybe Meepo can help you along the way.
People can stay with you.
Yeah. If we're doing this, as much as I hate splitting the party, you'll need a backup.
Okay. Alright, I'll go with Meepo, and you go with Chrysanthe. Okay?
Where does Darovnia go?
Darovnia is going to go with Sal.
Yeah.
Makes
I
sense.
would 100% agree with that, because if
Total
anything,
sense.
you guys are going into combat where I'm going into maybe a social encounter, possibly.
Alright.
And then Chrysanthe just kind of says, I guess I'm going on a third wheel.
Alright, so...
You don't have to be.
So to reiterate, what's going on here?
The final... Oh, so yeah, okay, sorry. You're going to explain. Okay, yeah.
I'm trying to get everything straight here. Kelby is going to go try to pull a fast one on Diedrich.
Yeah.
And the rest of the party is going to go down to the harbor and see what they can burn.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Well, if you're going to do that, you might want to have the heart. Because after all, if Kelby brings the heart, what is actually stopping Diedrich from killing him and taking the heart?
Yeah, give me the heart.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No,
I'm not bringing the heart.
Yeah.
Because Chrysanthe needs the heart to summon the dragon to destroy the ships.
Yeah.
My plan is that I'm going to try and use my very awesome charisma to basically make it seem that I have found a fountain of youth, I found a source, and that I said, fuck my other party, my other party members, I want Agnes and I want her now. Yeah, it's gonna be a flawless plan. But the goal is that I'm hoping that I can probably garner his attention, at least to look at me and not at the harbor, to buy you guys some more time.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And if it goes tits up, it goes tits up. But I have a sneaking suspicion that this guy is he's a deal making. He's not gonna turn down a juicy deal.
He's a deal
Which is
maker.
what. Yeah, he is. Yeah. So that's the plan.
All right. So we're going to split up. We'll follow the larger group first. You go down to the harbor. And you see the Harskel fleet is getting brought in. You also see that there are lines of Harskel soldiers standing in front of the fleet. And that the sailors are getting herded off the ship at Spear Point. So, yeah, they are being very paranoid about this. Yeah, you can hear them saying, you can hear one of them say, come on, we gotta get this done. Faster we get these ships upgraded, faster we get them back in the water. They're not making us any money sitting here.
I kind of look towards Sal. So,
let's do this.
Ronan is just gonna say, perhaps we wait until they bring everything in.
Yeah, we wait for all the ships.
Yes,
Yeah.
we don't want one to get away.
Yeah,
after all.
definitely.
And
When
then,
I say
we can
we're
make
doing this, I mean is we wait until all their ship comes in, and
And we do it.
Yeah, and then Meepo says, and then they won't make them any money whatsoever. No money for cheese for the bad people.
Yes.
Wait,
That is true, Meepo.
Meepo. Yeah, Meepo thinks that as he is traveling with me, technically.
Yes. Yeah, Meepo is 2 steps behind. All right. So it takes an hour. It takes like hours, but finally every Harskel ship is in, and every is in the harbor, and every sailor is removed from the ship. Several stowaways and undead are removed also. They begin the long, tedious task of hauling the ships up onto dry dock and scraping barnacles off. They begin to refit the ships. They have inspectors going in and making sure everything's ship shape. Be a damn shame if something were to happen right about now.
What a darn shame.
Yeah, what a darn shame.
So let's do it.
Let's do it.
So wait, are you giving me the heart? Because
Yeah.
I need to use it.
I already had you. I already passed you out.
Okay, I thought Sal was gonna be like, nope, I'm gonna keep it.
No,
and give it to you, and you.
no. Sal was holding on to it in case, Chrysanthe do something irrational before the plan's time.
Oh, before the thing.
Yes.
Okay, then you gave it. Okay,
Yes.
so I mean, I'm gonna ask Sal. Do you want the big dragon, or do you want me to be able to breathe fire?
Just, whatever is more efficient. I don't know magic, how it works. Just whatever you think it's more efficient.
Yeah, I'll get something that I have something Ashardalon would be a bit too much. Yeah, I'm just gonna use Dragon's Breath on myself and cast it on. I think it casts it at 9th level. Hold on.
It does.
Yeah, at the 9th level. So now I'm able to, and as we run, I use Dragon Breath and all the ship. Yes.
So.
Oh, I fly, and then I become the dragon.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's gonna be the best part. So you're gonna have Dragon's Breath, and you're gonna literally fly and just torch all the ships.
Burn,
So you're not gonna summon an illusory dragon to do it for you. You're just gonna okay.
I don't know, because I feel like if I summon a Ashardalon, I would.
Bad.
It's just like everyone's gonna be like, "Oh fucking shit!" And like, because like, there's people in the city, so like, I don't wanna.
Do you really want them to know it's you, though?
Oh, you make a good point. You know what? Falcon brings a good point. And I think that there's you on the edge. Ashardalon, I summon you in attack mode.
I summon me.
He's been playing all those card games.
Yeah.
Yeah, I summon Ashardalon. There you go.
I
Thank you,
sacrifice
Falcon.
my sanity to summon Ashardalon.
Never let it be said that I don't care.
It's all right because your team is gonna go flawlessly. I have to make deception checks against Hedrick. That's gonna go swimmingly.
Yeah, that's gonna go really well.
Okay, here's his summoning music.
Oh God.
Let's see if it plays.
Oh.
No.
Oh yeah. That's a classic.
Yes. This is the music that plays when Ashardalon is summoned. This is the moment that he just appears and unfolds his wings, looming over the Harskel fleet. Everyone just stops what they're doing, and they stare at this monstrous dragon, and the 4 men in charge has just enough time for a startled, "What the fuck?" right before Ashardalon just exhales fire on them.
Nice.
I just telepathically see Ashardalon. Good job.
Yeah. And it's like I said, it's extremely horrifying because it seems to like compared to when you saw him on Mortis, Ashardalon seems more solid and more real, if that makes sense. Like just a little bit more, not by much, but a little more. And when he breathes fire, like the result is nothing less than horrific. Like the seas that the ships are resting in start boiling. The ships like burn back, like get blasted back. The people who get engulfed in it explode as the fluids inside of their bodily fluids just superheat and to steam instantly. It is absolutely horrifying to watch. But it's got people's attention, and Ashardalon is doing the job.
That's the important part.
Yeah. Meanwhile, my boy Kelby, he has reached the Harskel Acropolis. Has managed to convince somebody to let him see Diedrich. So while the bureaucracy gets sorted out, the bureaucracy is getting sorted out roughly around the time that the rest of the party is simply watching the ships explode under Ashardalon. There's just no other way to put it. The ships are exploding.
Oh yeah.
Nice. Just the way we want it. Explosions.
Yeah. A second. Damn it.
Just nervously tapping my foot.
Yeah. Yeah, hang on, I'm trying to find the music here.
Also, I tell Meepo, I know you love to talk, but right now I have to do all the talking, okay?
Oh, okay.
All right. Don't worry.
Let him talk. He's smart.
You know what? He probably has better charisma than me, if I'm being perfectly honest.
What is your charisma?
-1.
He's definitely got higher.
He's got 0.
Yeah,
Which is
he's got
higher.
better charisma than me. But you know what? He's eating cheese. He's got a cheese hangover. He's not at his best.
All right, yes. So, you get escorted in to this plush, opulent office, like these massive plush rugs, like the kind that you can just sink your toes in, squish them around, and line the floor and hang from the walls. In each corner are these stuffed owl bears, like all of them posed in this aggressive stance. This solid wooden desk inlaid with gold sits in front of you, and behind it, sitting in what looks like a throne, is Diedrich Harskel. He says, Mr. Castle, Kelby Castle, it's good to see you again, my friend. What is that, Marine? I assume you're back here because you say you have something to offer me?
I do. I have a lead.
Okay, I'm interested. What exactly do you have to offer me here?
Well, recently my group and I went over to the land far away, not on this plane, called Barovia.
Do go on. I've heard of it.
Well, there's a place in the mountains. I'm not too sure. Something called a Temple of Amber or something like that.
Never heard of it.
Well, regardless, when we went there, we found something that was guarded and protected, and it gave off this aura, this energy, something that is very akin to this fountain of youth, if you would. But we weren't necessarily...
Give me a little more specific, boy. I can't really go to roll and say, oh, we may have found something that might work. You gotta be a little more specific.
Kelby starts to sweat as he has to think of a convincing lie. Okay, give me a second. I was like, the entire time you guys were talking, I was like, think good lie, need lie.
Yeah.
Barovia seems like good start. Okay.
Takes a deep breath. In this temple, I think there was a chalice specifically, but I think it was owned by an ancient vampire, one that had found a fountain of youth, one that used it to enhance its abilities of undeaf. From what I could tell, at least from what my comrades were able to glean from the glyphs and pieces of history written on the walls of this amber temple, is that all one would have to do was simply drink from this chalice, and they would have their immortality. Oh, sorry, yeah?
Digitas was thinking for a moment, and you couldn't retrieve it.
We are a powerful group, but we need individuals of certain capabilities. Abilities that we do not have necessarily.
Well, Kelby, my boy, if I were to send my boys in there to go get it for me, and I have no doubt I probably could, why should I honor any bargain with you? You don't have anything that I want.
Well, that's the thing. We need somebody to help break a seal, but we still have a very important piece of the puzzle.
And what piece might that be?
It wouldn't be a piece if I tell you.
What did the mysterious voice say to me, Sal?
No, he'll be saying, it wouldn't be our bargaining chip if we tell you.
Let's just say we found the key to this lock, if you would. The problem is that we were able to secure the one, but the other we need a little bit of help with.
I see. Well, boy, you'll have to come back with me with some specifics. I can only help you so much when you're carrying like vagaries to me, if you get what I'm saying.
I understand. I don't even need you to commit to anything. I honestly don't know if you even have anyone under your employ who would be able to deal with this. Let's say
the door bursts open and someone comes and says, "So, Mr. Harskel, we need to discuss this away from the riffraff, sir, but it's very urgent." It says, "I'm sorry, Mr. Castor. I absolutely have to take this call. I'll be right back." And the door shuts behind you. He follows the guy out. The door shuts behind him. You hear, yeah. I'm sorry, what's doing what now?
Yes.
Did he leave me in the room?
Yes.
Yes, well, not alone. There's 4 Goliath guards in there.
Shit. Okay.
Or don't run, because if you run, it makes you look suspicious.
I know. I'm not gonna run.
What?
I'm not gonna run.
You hear Jesus. All right, fine. Don't touch anything. I'll get down there as quick as I can. He comes back in, sits back behind his desk, puts on a smile of cordiality, and says, "Mr. Castor, there is an event that happened that requires my attention."
Oh, I see. Okay.
So I'll be back. We'll have to pick up this discussion another time, a couple of days perhaps. Give you time to figure out the specifics about everything. Yeah. Does that sound good to you? Excellent. Guys, please show him the door. And one of the guards says, "It's right behind you, Kelby." He's just gonna say,
Epic door.
DJ just rubs his temples and says, First chance I get. All right. No, I meant take him outside and throw him out. Fine, throw him out. Is that specific enough for you?
All right, I leave, I guess, if they're not going to do anything to me.
They're going to try to pick you up and throw you out the window.
You don't need to throw me out the window. I can literally walk out the door.
Yeah, DJ is going to stop them from throwing you out the window and then call a smarter guard in.
Nice.
And tell them, have that guard take command of getting you out. And when you leave, you see like the Harskel mansion, Harskel Acropolis is just like bustling with more activity, and soldiers are sprinting to their posts.
Do I see a bell tower nearby at some point?
Yes, the tallest tower. It has a large, unique-looking iron bell inside.
And I have guards escorting me out of the establishment right now.
Correct.
I whisper to Meepo, Meepo, I need you to make a distraction.
Ooh, I got a good one. He's gonna climb up on top of one of the guards.
Okay.
And he just says, look straight ahead. I can't do this if you're watching.
Beautiful. I'm going to try and sneak away from the 2 guards that are escorting us out.
Yes,
and
you hear.
Okay.
You hear the guard go like, "What? Crikey! What is that thing doing? Get him off! Get him off!"
All right. While they're distracted with Meepo, I am mad dashing. Stealth
With
check
advantage.
with advantage. You're so gracious. That's a 16.
All right, that's good enough.
Okay.
You're able to go sprinting through, and the way you stealth, as you go running through, you suddenly realize, wait a minute, with everyone running around, I can, in theory, just run around, and I'll look like I belong here.
Okay, gotcha.
And you go running. You go running along, blending in with the crowd, and reach the base of the bell tower in record time.
All right, I will use my monk abilities and wall run my way up to the top.
All right, you wall run. I'm going to need you to make another stealth check, not with advantage this time, because someone running up the wall of the bell tower is going to look a little suspicious.
Okay, dice gods, please. Oh,
Yes.
Yes.
All right,
That's
you
what I'm
run.
talking
You
about.
you sprint up the wall. You make it to the top, and you see the bell. It's got a lot. It's inside of it is a ringer hanging from chains. Inside, and a large iron ringer hanging inside this bell. It's dangling from chains on the inside, so you can't just simply cut it.
I'm trying to think.
Do you have anything that could melt it? That could
I do.
destroy it?
I have. So here's my question.
Yes.
This is gonna make a lot of noise. But fuck, but it would make noise. Damn it. I have something that can deal damage to things that have been constructed out of inorganic material.
Yes.
But it makes a 10-foot radius. So
What is this? Shatter?
this is Gong of the Summit. It's very similar to Shatter.
Okay.
But the problem is that it's a 10-foot radius. I'm worried that even if I could break the chain, I might just ring the bell by the gong itself.
Quite possibly, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alternatively, the beam that holds the bell up is made of wood.
Okay.
It's treated so you can't set it on fire, but you could probably. It's a lot easier to chop in half.
Right. Well, if that is the case, then I am going to probably just try and break this beam, and I will light the flame tongue and just try and hopefully the burn kind of helps with the process.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't really have anything else for cutting specifically.
All right, make an attack roll.
Okay. With my staff. 27.
All right, what's
Nice.
the damage?
13 points of damage.
All right, the wood cracks. You hear it sounds. The wood cracks under your blow, but it's not broken yet.
Okay, I'll make another attack. 25.
To hit.
14.
All right, yeah, the wood is splintering visibly now.
Okay. One last attack.
Yes!
19.
19!
So 13 plus.
nine.
Ooh, that's a. Oh, yeah, that's a good roll.
Yep.
All right. With that last hit, you're like, okay, one more, and then you hit it with all your might, and then the wood smashes. The bell slides off of the beam and crashes through the floor, making a loud noise as it goes down.
Yeah.
As it goes down. And you see people down there pointing and shouting at you. And you can't hear what they're saying, but you're pretty sure they're not wishing you happy birthday.
Right. But do I feel that at least as it fell through the tower, that at least the sound wasn't echoing across the city?
It's probably echoing across the city, but it's yeah, like I said, they probably would have called for help anyway when they found that the bell was destroyed, so you really lost nothing.
It was a little bit more of a pointless endeavor, but at least I got rid of a bell, so they can't ring it regardless.
They can't ring it and flank you when you're trying to attack.
In the near future, I suppose.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, well, my cover's blown. I'm getting the fuck out, and I'm gonna try and regroup.
How are you gonna get out? You're on top of a tower and everyone's pointing at you.
Well, that's a good question. You know, sometimes when you're working with no plan at all, you you kind of go,
Actually, I'd like you to make what's that?
Oh, that's just my elemental attunement. I would like to chill I would like to chill the little cup of water I have and just take a sip, going, I'm just. Oh, sorry. What were you gonna say?
Make an intelligence check for me.
Oh, I'm good at those. Okay, intelligence. It's an 11.
I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. Okay. How confident are you in your control of air?
Well, I feel like I can try. I can certainly try. I feel like I've mastered. I did a lot of training with Ayesha, so if I was going to try something, I would definitely give it a shot.
Okay. I'm trying to remember what the words were. Hang on. So what are you gonna say?
I wonder if I could launch myself off of like a gust. Like try and do like a Superman jump with that.
No.
Probably not. If I'm feeling that the tower is getting surrounded, I am probably going to just wall run down, because I can technically do that.
Hang on. I'm trying to see something here. Trying to see here. I'm trying. Like I said, I'm trying to see this something. That's all.
Okay, sure, no problem. I'm looking at it. I am looking at some other things while I wait.
Okay. There. All right, here it is. Here it is. I found it.
Are you checking for fall damage?
No. Something that you read in one of the scrolls on air training when you were back at the monastery.
Right.
It's a very. It was a quote that didn't actually make sense until now. You think? Well, maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe it doesn't make sense. You don't. I'll read you the quote. I'll let you try to puzzle it out.
All right, hit me up.
So the quote. Stop that. The quote is, "Let go your earthly tether, enter the void, empty and become wind."
Nice. Very good. I will look at the distance below, take a deep breath, and I will drop. I won't wall down. I will drop.
Alright, then I need you. In that case, I would like you to make a wisdom check, not a save, a check.
Guys. Oh,
Do it.
before I do this,
Do
how
it.
high is the tower? Just out of curiosity.
150 feet.
Okay, I'm just doing some math that might become prevalent in a second. Okay, cool. All right, wisdom check.
Ooh,
16.
nice.
It's not terrible.
All right, 16. We'll cut back to the rest of the party.
Yes,
Okay.
that's
Leave
making
him
your
dropping
way.
for like 20 minutes, Loki style.
You watched. You just walked away, let Ashardalon run rampant on the Harskel fleet.
Yeah, that's what we do.
Yeah.
You're making your way to the Harskel Acropolis to go collect Kelby.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
When you hear a loud gong noise coming from the Acropolis, sounds like someone dropped a colossal bell.
Kelby must have done his part, which is awesome.
And you see running down the road towards you is Meepo getting chased by 2 Goliath guards.
All right, Meepo, run, run. All right.
Get out of there, Meepo. You're the chosen one.
While he's running, I don't want to make it obvious we're helping Meepo,
Yeah.
so I just cast
Same.
haste on Meepo so he can run faster.
Nice.
Ooh, nice.
You reach out, you just push him out of the way and cast haste. And Meepo
Yeah.
just suddenly is right down the street. This guy just suddenly speeds up, goes smoothly down the street. And like the Goliath guards run past you, but then they give up when they see Meepo just literally run. Just turn into like a blur, like Sonic the Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and then they turn and they walk back, just defeated, back to the Harskel man.
And once they stop chasing him, I drop concentration so he knows he can stop running.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he
you
stops
froze
running.
him in place. Nice.
He's gonna stop running regardless.
Because you froze
Yeah,
him.
exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's how he knows.
Beautiful.
Alright. Okay, so a few minutes later, Meepo comes staggering back, panting.
Nice.
Hi, Meepo.
Oh, hey guys. So Kelby did a thing.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
How was it?
I don't know. He hasn't met up with you yet.
No.
Not really.
Dorovnia just starts smacking her hammer into the palm of her hand.
Give him a few hours.
It's time for a rescue mission, I think.
I guess so. But
He might
do
be
it
fine.
Carefully.
Wow, there's this like green puddle at the base of the tower. I wonder what that is.
Wow.
Yeah.
Alright, so there's people who are, there's also like groups of people who are looking at the Acropolis and pointing and asking, what's going on? What's happening? I wonder, wait, what's that? Oh, it's a bird, it's a plane. It's a flying green man! They're not lying. They're not lying.
Yeah, they're not
Kelby
lying.
is flying, like actually flying, completely in control, flying towards you guys.
A whole new world.
A fantastic point of view, and I'm like, I go towards the group, and then I fuck up the landing, and I just go.
No, actually, that's the thing. You don't.
I don't know.
You have, with that wisdom check, you were able to successfully and completely just empty your minds. Like you're doing this on instinct.
Oh, okay, nice.
So you land and you just kind of like you wake up almost. Like you're aware, but it was almost like an out of body experience. Like your body knew what it was doing, and you just let your mind just kind of sat in the backseat and watched.
Okay.
Sweet.
Yeah.
But do I land in front of the group?
Yes.
I kind of blink a couple times. I'm like, oh, okay.
You never
Wow,
told us you can also fly. That would have saved us a lot of trouble.
I didn't know I was able to do that yet. We should go.
Chrysanthe holds up a board that has 10 on it. I'm just kidding. Let's go.
I kind of give Chrysanthe a thumbs up, and then we run.
We run. We run like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, you run.
Yep.
And that's where we'll stop for the night.
Nice.
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 We did it.
We
did it. Perfect plan.
Yeah.
Perfect plan.
It's amazing.
All right.
And I used one of my wishes. Hooray!
Yay. You used it on the right spot. We now know more. Well, you now know more about how to deal with this.
Well,
Not us, but
now you should. Well, not yeah. Now, if you let Jania know, she can get her friends together and they can try to take the Harskels on.
Right. That's what I'm hoping for. We don't necessarily need to be there. I hope that my distraction with Hedrick did something.
Oh,
but
it certainly did.
Yeah.
I bet at the very least it kept his attention. Maybe more people kind of looked around at him, at me anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So next session in Ashes of Ashardalon, we'll still do the A team.
Oh, okay.
Figure out about the B team. We'll still be doing the A team, and then after that, I should have my schedule. And I should give you guys an updated schedule.
Don't worry.
But the next session is going to be you guys going up against the Harskulls with an army at your back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go.
The Harskull army is very large and diverse and has a lot of adventurers working for it. However, the Karat army is the second largest in all of Grumlot, and it is very well trained. And it's got you guys on it too, so...
Yeah.
So, a very quick question just before I go, Falcon. Do I essentially have the monk ability for fly now? From the books, or is it something different?
Let me actually pull the book. I just want to double check what.
Oh, so it's not
ability.
a one-time.
There-
Nice.
Well, there is one in the book specifically that I could take, but if you're giving to me in this RP moment, then it's just like I use key points to cast fly on myself. That's essentially how it works.
Yeah, I just want to check the player's handbook and see what it is.
I don't think it's on player's handbook.
It is in the
It
player's
is?
handbook because it's part of the original class abilities.
Yeah.
Really? Interesting.
Yeah, it's Ride the Wind. You can spend 4 key points to cast fly, targeting yourself.
Ah, okay. So
Yes,
okay, it's
but
the
because you're lower
elemental
level-
monk ability. Yes.
Yes, but because you're lower level,
Mhm.
you need to make a
checks.
DC 15 Wisdom check every time you want to use it.
Okay, good to
Okay.
know. Good to know.
Once you hit 11th level,
We are
Okay, good to
2
know.
levels behind, yo.
yes, once you hit level 11,
Okay, good to know.
you'll be able to cast it without having to make a Wisdom check. But
Good to know. All right, that's perfect.
yeah. All right, so there you go. Cody can fly now.
I can fly.
Yeah.
That will solve a lot of problems. Oh, actually, Chrysanthe, you can cast fly too, right?
Yeah, I can have wings.
Oh, that's right. All right, we can be fly squad.
Yeah.
Just fucking aerial bombardment.
Yeah, you know, by the way, just remember one thing about what flying targets are called. They're called skeet.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Just remember that.
Yeah. I will know that for the future.
Yes. And I need to also design an epic boss fight for DJ Harskel. I mean, for me, I think like the boss for what I want for that boss fight is is I want you to fight him in the basically in the basement of the Harskel Acropolis, over the massive molten vats where they melt their gold.
That's
you can
pretty.
just kick him in.
That's pretty
That's
sick.
pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Or dump the gold out, molten gold out on top of him.
Should be sweet.
Nice.
If you've ever seen, I think it was a movie in the '90s, an anime movie in the '90s called Ninja Scroll.
Oh yeah. I know what
Where
you're
they
talking
did that
about.
at the end. That's basically the idea that I had. So, yeah,
Cool.
it's basically you're going to face him in front of his wealth.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was awesome session. I'm probably gonna skedaddle because it is late.
Yeah, I'm gonna go as well.
Alternatively, it's very early for you, boss man.
Yeah. True.
Okay.
All right. I'm glad you guys enjoyed, and I hope to see you again next time.
Yeah.
All right. See you next week.
All right.
See you guys.
See you guys.
Good night, y'all.
Good night.
Bye.
Good night.